Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this one, we're going to continue investigating for the next piece of the Mirror of Twilight. And well, lucky for us, Russell is way ahead of us. He's actually here as well. But yeah, we went ahead and spoke to Telma, and she said to check the map for where we need to go to next. And it's actually located over here. You can actually see on your map that there's a flag of where you need to be. So not too hard to find. Plus, Russell is here, which is out of the ordinary because he's usually at Telma's bar or something. But before I do head over and speak to him, I want to go ahead and see, is he actually mad at me? I'm not too sure. Hey, thief, stop! Okay, so clearly he is. I am a thief. Though I believe if you do transform and walk up to it, nothing. Yeah, he will talk to you like normal. Let's actually try to speak to him. So, it's rough having to watch a shop in this unpopular part of town. Yeah, it's completely barren. We're literally your only customer. Heck, your only customer is a thief. Think about that. Yeah, it sucks, but whatever. I'll go ahead and leave this guy. I'm not even going to pay him anything. Might as well speak to Russell and see what's up. So, yeah. It has been a while since we took a walk in the forest, huh? Yes, and how our worlds has changed. Yeah, it has. Quite a bit. Especially mine. I mean, Link's life has turned around completely from being a farm boy to becoming a hero of all of Hyrule. But, say, do you know about the far side of this deep gorge? Some say there is an ancient temple deep in the woods that guards a sacred power. The ancestors of the Hylians created the temple, signs of their civilization, ancient, but very sophisticated, are everywhere. If someone could obtain the power of those ancient people, well, I am sure it would go a long way towards savoring Hyrule. Link, would you take on this task? Would you cross the gorge and find the ancient power sleeping in the temple? Yes. Let's do it. I mean, I've done it before, technically, as a wolf. And I picked up the Master Sword, if you couldn't tell. The giant sword on my back. Yeah, that's something pretty sacred that's located in this grove. But alright, I knew you would. To cross the gorge, just use my partner here. Now, last time we used Midna and did the cool Midna jumps and whatever, I believe the little monkey that we saved from the forest temple helped us out with that, like where we need to follow her, but I don't think we can do that now. We need to use Russell's golden cucco. Yeah, so do you doubt my partner's skills? He flies like a dream. Believe me. I mean, I believe in normal cuckoo, so if this one's gold, I mean, I trust it even more. Come on. It's stinking gold. Yeah, so you want to pick this cuckoo up and take it along with you. But before I do that, I actually want to speak to the cuckoo because we can communicate with it as long as we are an animal as well. Russell's going to freak out, by the way, if he sees us like that. Yeah, he's not having a good time. I believe if you didn't speak to Russell more than once in Telma's bar and he never revealed to himself that he was Russell, you would have got the cutscene of him revealing himself first before he speaks to you. But whatever, that's besides the point. Let me just go ahead and speak to this cuckoo. So, twinkle, twinkle, little cuckoo, I am gold, not for you, ooh. Okay. That's kind of weird, but alright. It's interesting. Makes me wonder what the correct pronunciation for a cuckoo is. I don't know if they ever mention it in Hyrule Warriors. I say cuckoo, like literally like cuckoo, but a lot of people say cuckoo, which I guess could make sense because that's the way it's spelled, but I just assumed it's meant to be like cuckoo. Yeah, I'm completely unsure. Either way, the golden cuckoo will do you wonders by getting you from point A to point B. I find it funny how it's nighttime, which is perfect. I mean, I want it to be nighttime, but it's not gonna last, and you're gonna see why. Actually, let's go ahead and do this one here and this here. All right, if you want to rearrange my items to where I wouldn't have to pull out anything else for a while, because I do want to use my ghost lantern for what's up ahead, mainly because I feel like you guys want to see me use it. Like, you guys want to see me use the item, make use of it. To me, the ghost lantern is much more useless than the magic armor. I'm sure a lot of people can disagree with me there, because I know a lot of people really hate the magic armor. I like it though because I'm totally that type of person who's into, you know, having cool looking gear. I know it doesn't last and it wastes rupees, but I'm just glad it's in the game. The ghost lantern, not so much. I mean, I don't need it, but I do like the way it looks. Anyways, we're back in the Sacred Grove, and let's get started. So, once again, this is pretty much like the Lost Woods. It's completely hard for us to navigate without a friend, and that is the Skull Kid. And speaking of the Skull Kid, he holds a lantern. And speaking of lanterns earlier, such a bad segue. But yeah, no, I want to use my ghost lantern here just for fun. Plus, it's really dark right now, so might as well. This will be like the one time I'll actually use it, and it will be helpful because, yeah, it's glowing. Because that means there's a Poe here that we can get that we were unable to get beforehand. So now we shall. And to follow the Skull Kid, it's actually really easy. Now, I'm assuming you're going to want to, you know, if you want to, you can try to listen to its music and whether it's blowing out of its little thingy. You can hear it right now playing, as you can see behind the tree. But the easier way to find it is not by doing this method, because let's say your TV was mute or, you know, it's just you don't want to listen to it. For me, it's really easy to pick up because I have headphones on. The easier way to do this is just to look in between all of like the little tunnels, because each of these areas are like a giant, it's pretty much like a giant room, and before you kind of transition from one area to another, like this being the transition that's right in front of us, you want to look for a lantern that's, you know, kind of moving around. If you see it, like you see light moving back and forth, that means it's the Skull Kid's lantern, so you want to follow it and keep following it until you make it to where you need to go. And I believe up here actually there is a postal, yeah, so if I keep this out, it will continuously glow until I kill it, because I don't think there are any more Poes in this specific area. We can easily hit up and see 3 out of 6, but in the area I'm currently in, which is not even existent on the map, it's not even on the map right now. But yeah, in the area I'm currently in, I believe this is the only one. So let me just see. Okay, so it's glowing right now. Let's transform. And I'm just kind of curious to see how strong the radius of the Poe lantern really is. Like, will it glow if there's one a little further away from me? It's still technically in the Sacred Grove, but not nearly as close. We shall figure out right now, because the Poe lantern is something new to me, or I guess ghost lantern. So, and it's useless. Dang, that sucks. Yeah, so we don't need it anymore because we killed the one Poe here. It's fine though. I got a normal lantern if needed. Yeah, this is awesome. It's actually nice because I do prefer the normal lantern much more. And the reason why is because you can carry it on your belt, which I think is really stinking cool how Link can do that. But yeah, okay, so in this room we just need to look around. Oh, there we go, we found it. You can see the light moving around back and forth, which means we just need to follow this path. It doesn't mean he's in the room, it just means head there. And if you don't see any more from the other pathways, that means he has to be in that area. I know I'm calling it a room, but it's more so just like areas, I guess. And god dang, these puppets are so annoying. I cannot stand them. Alright, let's just go ahead and open up this chest though and get ourselves 30, well, not bad actually. I do use a lot of bomb arrows, so might as well. Yeah, we got 30 bomb arrows, or you know, 30 bombs. Alright, so there you are. Just go ahead and there you go. Right in the face. I don't feel bad hitting him because I mean it's not even real, you know? It's a toy, I guess. I don't know, I can't help but think of the Skull Kid as like a little toy, you know? He just wants to be a real boy. Someday he will. He just needs to stop messing around with the stinking hero. I mean, it's a little much. If you could just tell me where I need to go, that'd be awesome, but you can't, of course. So, yeah. Just gonna have to continuously follow you. So I believe, yeah, if you look around, like, just never head inside the area unless you see it's doing that. So, yeah. And also, some areas close for us. I believe that would have taken us back to the entrance. I'm not too sure. Like, areas open up and close for you as you move along. So for some reason it's not there, of course. Okay, it's over there. See, I couldn't even tell what pathway. That's the thing. So I'm just literally using my own method. Now, let's just, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna kill these guys because I cannot stand it. Cannot stand them, to be exact. Well, I believe if we look around, is there light moving there? There isn't. I'm not too sure. There might be actually. Let me just quickly, oh my god, these guys are so annoying. I believe this is the room, though, we're gonna find him in, I'm pretty sure. No, we're not. Okay. Yeah, then this has to be the room up ahead. Yeah, you can see the lantern moving around. Alright. Now, what else? Is it down here? Nothing. What about over there? Oh, okay, it's over there. Yeah, I got this. It's actually not that hard. And I believe this area is going to stay closed until a certain point. Not even now are we going to get what we need. Also, let me just put this back in. I just realized how useless this currently is. Okay, so he's over here. And I believe he's going to be in this exact area. You can see him on top of me. So if I look around, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to see any light coming from any other pathway. So if you don't see that, that means he has to be here. I believe the locations he picks never changes. So if you literally follow along, you'll know exactly. But I'm just trying to like explain it in a way just in case you do get lost, because you're meant to get lost in here. But yeah, so he's going to be right up here. Let's go ahead and shoot him. And that is that. We no longer have to worry about chasing this guy anymore. I mean, not really. We're going to have to fight him one more time, but at least he'll be in like a confined area to where we don't have to worry about moving around a lot. Look, oh, he just vanished. He's actually really cute if you ask me. Like, I like the character design a lot. But yeah, okay, so now this area opened up, which was closed beforehand. I believe it was literally blocked completely. Or was this area inaccessible beforehand? I'm not too sure. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay. But yeah, lighting these won't do anything. Just keep in mind that this is like a pathway of sorts that we'll look into really soon, but not right now. I want to finish this, which is the chase of the Skull Kid. So yeah, this is it. Now you're cornered, buddy. It's time to fight for realsy. Yeah, so just like before, he's gonna get all mad and stomp. It's weird because it's like, you know, we're reliving a really epic moment within the game. At least for me, I really enjoyed this portion of the game. So being able to do it again, but this time as human Link and not a wolf, is pretty cool. I mean, I like playing with both, but I don't know, I just think it's cool to kind of revisit in this sense, and it also changes it up, kind of, you know, it kind of depends on how you see it. I don't know, I can't help but just, like, constantly praise this game for everything, and I have a feeling a lot of it is nostalgia, because I know a lot of people have their own opinions. Actually, like, just random question, what is your favorite Zelda game if you're watching? Just go ahead and let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of curious to see what kind of suggestions I'll get. I have a feeling they're all going to be either Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, or this game, or actually no, Wind Waker. A lot of people like, yeah, I think it's really preference based because all of the games are really good. But for me, I feel like Twilight Princess isn't literally the best Zelda game they have. I just think, in my opinion, I enjoyed it the most. So usually when I recommend people games, like Zelda games, to play for the very first time, I'm usually like, play Ocarina of Time. Usually always Ocarina of Time. I always like Ocarina of Time because I think that's like the, as I said in my Ocarina of Time Let's Play, and it's weird how I remember this so well, the staple of Zelda games, like it pretty much binds all Zelda games together, and it literally does because it creates a 3 timeline split. This being one of them, this is one of the 3 timelines Ocarina of Time creates, so yeah, it is pretty much the main Zelda game in my opinion, but not my favorite, of course. This is. But yeah, so the sacred ancient forest. So this is what they were talking about. Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been here before, Midna, so I don't know why you decide to mention that. But this is the location that holds the last golden bug that we can get. And I'm going to be getting it in this episode, don't worry. Sadly, I can't get it now. And by that, I mean in this point of time. It's kind of weird how that works, but I can't. So, yeah. Alright, first thing I want to do is head down here. It's weird how there's like a loading screen in between it, because I feel like there wouldn't be, especially when you can see everything. But there is, and there's a vine you can climb. This will actually take you back to the Sacred Grove if you want to, especially during the day. It's pretty cool, you know, once the Skull Kid lights everything up, if you want to kind of investigate. Plus, if you missed that last Poe, you can head there and get it. I don't know if it only appears at night. I have a feeling it only does, so you'd have to wait, but what was I looking for? This. I don't know why I completely spaced out, but yeah. Want to pull this so I can easily get myself... Wait a second. Why is it... Oh, you know what? This will be removed in a second. Don't worry. This will be removed. It's just not accessible yet. It's meant for when we come back right now for us to access that area. But... don't worry, that will open up the way to the Sacred Grove, and I'll show you how to get it. Also, wait, what the heck? It's so weird how you can see that from there. The beehive. But inside here, if you Beyblade across, you'll get yourself the letter X. Nice. Alright. I know my letters, guys. I'm pretty sure someone pointed out, I believe I called the letter Q-O. I just wasn't looking. Like, I usually glance at it, and I'm just like, oh, we got this. I have a lot with text, too. Sometimes I read a word wrong. A lot of people think I don't know why people think I do it intentionally, but I don't. It's obviously an accident. But, yeah. Okay, so we're here, and it's kind of confusing. Like, what am I supposed to do? I came all the way here. You know, there's supposed to be an ancient temple. I mean, I can see that it's ancient, but I don't see the temple itself because it's all completely destroyed. And I'm purposely walking around here trying to slow things down. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want you guys to take this all in, like, for real. Take it all in for what it's worth. It looks really nice. I mean, the floor is super mossy and you know, ancient and rusty, and these guys are rusty as well. Everything's pretty much destroyed. There's no ceiling here. Yeah, it's just not the best. I remember saying, oh, it would be so cool to see this when it was still there, when it wasn't ruins. Well, if we go ahead and, yes, head here and hit A to strike, which I'm going to do right now. Alright, here I go. You've been stabbed, stone slab. Yeah. And it opened up a door. Now, I'm sure, you know, it doesn't seem like much. And it doesn't. It's literally, it opened up a door that will take us back here. It's literally just a door. It doesn't lead to anything. But that's what you think, and that's what the game wants you to think. Here's the thing. There's a reason why there was a giant statue guarding it, because it does lead to something. And okay, well, we get cut off before anything. Yeah, this is a thing. Once you do strike in your sword and open up the way to essentially the next temple, you got to do this, and that is this quick battle with some of these guys. All right, let's just spin around like that. We got, okay, not bad. I can easily kill these two guys right now, so just come up to me, and we're done. And we killed the keys while we're at it. Not that bad. All right. So now we can easily teleport here anytime we want, which I'm really excited for. I think that's awesome. It's just, you know, it'll make it a lot easier if you ever want to come back here. And this is like one of the coolest areas within the game. So yeah, I definitely want to come back here. But now might as well wait. Actually, should I wait? No, let's not wait. So I'm kind of trying to want to wait until nighttime. And the reason why is because there's a pole located here that we can only get at night, and that's the one thing that kind of sucks, because it just turned daytime after killing the Skull Kid. So yeah, we have to wait for the sun to go down. But in the meantime, you know, we could always do that another time. It's a Poe that, you know, I'm not going to forget about. What I want to do right now is open up the story, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious, and normally I'd end off right here, but I'm not going to. Alright, open sesame. It's taking me nowhere. Oh, whoa. It's black and white. Alright, so is that really what I want? To enter in this black and white world? Oh, God. Oh, God. And yes. So here we are. The location isn't any different. We're just in a different time. It's all the way back when the Temple of Time was still the Temple of Time and not just ruins. And I love the way everything looks within this temple. This is hands down the best temple when it comes to like the idea of, you know, creating a Zelda temple. But in my opinion, I don't really like the puzzles to this temple, making it, you know, not my favorite temple within the game. And I'm really judgmental when it comes to that. Like, I want to feel good when solving the puzzles and whatnot, and that's kind of like how I judge temples, not by its appearance, because if it was by its appearance, oh, this wins, like, don't even, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't even stand close to anything. I mean, this is literally the Temple of Time, and I'm walking very slowly because I'm just so hyped. Wow, this looks so good, and this is why I was taking forever earlier, because I want you guys to take in the Sacred Grove for what it's worth, and now you can see what it looked like beforehand. And this music, I don't know, it's so nostalgic. I remember when I was younger, when I first like Ocarina of Time, I would sit in the Temple of Time and just let the music play. I've been always obsessed with music. I mean, I don't really have like an iPod or anything to listen to music, so like video game music was like the next best thing. And I fell in love with this song. Like, it's just so, I don't know, I have a feeling a lot of it has to do with nostalgia, but I think it's overall a really good song. Like, this temple's theme is really nice, and yeah, I don't know, Zelda, just overall, the whole concept of it is amazing, and like, yeah, just a song like this brings butterflies to my stomach with how just amazing it really is. I don't know, I guess I'm just, you know, in reality, a giant nerd for The Legend of Zelda, but I can't help it. Alright, so to open up the area to the next, you know, temple, how to open it up, because this is a temple, but I mean, we came to a dead end. We must strike our sword in here, but I'm not going to do that yet. I will do it, don't worry. I want to show that off. But like I said, there's a couple things I want to do. So yeah, we got a chance to take the temple in. It's all really cool and whatnot. And don't worry, I'll be sure to admire it more as we actually take on the temple itself. This is just like the entrance, so it's not really the temple. But this here is a golden bug. And believe it or not, this bug is now extinct. I believe it should. Okay, so snail fans love that golden color. Okay, it didn't even say anything about that. Dang. It'd be so cool if it said the female snail is now extinct, only male snails live, and we were able to get a female snail, because you can only get it in this time. You can't get it in the Sacred Grove. And it's funny because it's in the exact same area as the other one, but in a different timeline completely. And now that we have that done with, I can go ahead and leave. Let me just leave really quickly. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back in a second. But since we have that golden bug collected, we literally have every single golden bug in the game. So while I kind of waste time for the day to become night, I'm gonna teleport out of here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give Agitha my remaining golden bugs. I just want to get them done with now, even before the temple, because why the heck not? That, and I'm just trying to waste time until nighttime. I mean, I could easily cut, but I mean, I do have other things to do, so might as well do it instead of do literally nothing, which is what I'm really good at in real life, though. In video games, I love getting things done. Like, I'm not the procrastinator in video games. I'll never put off a side quest. I'm like, oh, no, we got it. I mean, I guess that is procrastinating. I'm putting off the main story usually, but I don't see that being wrong because it makes the main story even easier for me. So if anything, I'm just like prepping for the main story. Yeah, here, let me just go ahead and open up my collection screen and show off all the golden bugs we have collected really quickly. We're going to be giving Agitha this, and then the last 2 day flies that we got from Gerudo Desert. Everything else was collected really easily. It's crazy that we have them all. But it was so easy to get because I had them like all like memorized their locations and whatnot, and since this game is so HD, I can spot them from a mile away, which I enjoyed, you know. Made the golden bugs really easy to collect. Like, I like how the golden bugs don't really require anything to collect. Like, you just find them and you're good. But yeah, let's go ahead and speak to Agitha and let her know that I'm done collecting bugs for you, because I got them all. Apparently these are all the bugs within Hyrule. All the golden bugs, at least. I guess that makes sense. You know, they would be rare, and, you know, only a certain amount of bugs, I guess, would have it, right? I have no idea. Unless it's like Pokemon, where every single Pokemon has a shiny form. Then we got a lot more bugs to collect. Yeah, but no, I mean, maybe Hyrule only has specific bugs. I don't really know how to compare Hyrule to, like, Earth, because clearly it's like a different universe in that sense. I mean, elves are technically humans. I mean, Link is addressed as a human, of course. They just have long ears. I guess you wouldn't call him an elf then. It just reminds me of elves because of that. That and obviously the green tunic. I'm sure that's why most people consider Link to be an elf, or imagine Hylians as like elves in a sort of way. Or maybe that's just me and I'm completely wrong. Maybe no one ever thought that besides myself. But little snail, just one I take to a bath in that slime. What? Oh boy, thank you so much. I'm so happy. Oh, this means all the bugs have made it to the ball safely. Hehe, and everyone has a partner. They all look so happy. You worked very hard. Your efforts will forever be passed down in the insect kingdom. Brave knight. Please accept this declaration of honorable citizenship and the memento that goes along with it. It's a giant wallet. Whoa, cool. Is that really it? Alright, so if you ever feel like talking to the bugs again, okay, you're a little crazy. I'm glad I got this wallet. I'm leaving now. Peace, Agitha. It was nice knowing you. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at her area now. It's completely filled with bugs, which is cool. And, yeah, it's pretty much it when it comes to collecting golden bugs. We have collected all of them, and it netted us the giant wallet, which allows us to hold 2,000 rupees, which is a lot of rupees if you ask me. It's gonna make the magic armor at least easier to use because we can save up a lot, and that's more rupees than you could carry in the original game. And I'm assuming they increased the maximum wallet upgrade because they wanted they want people to use the magic armor more often instead of, you know, being unable to use it with only 1,000 rupees or something. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but either way, we are good. So let's go ahead and teleport to the Sacred Grove, get ready to take on the next temple. Like I said though, there's one more thing I want to get done with because I just kind of like completing things as I go along, you know. Side quests are my favorite, and this is not really much of a side quest. Literally just collecting this Poe, but I want to get it done with as well, so why the heck not, right? I'm really glad I upgraded my wallet now because I believe we're gonna get a lot of rupees within the next temple, which is going to be the Temple of Time. So yeah, but I guess I should wait because it might take a long time. It actually takes like around 10 minutes in total for the day just to peak and then the night just to strike, and to me that's a lot. That's really long. It's nice though that, you know, they do give it a lot of time, unlike Ocarina of Time where it was like, oh, you'd see the sun fly across the screen and then you'd see the moon fly across the screen, so on and so forth. And it's weird how you had that, but you were able to control the day and night cycle. Yet in this game, where you're limited and in time is more realistic. I mean, obviously not realistic. I mean, not even close to realism. There's no way the sun would set that quickly. But, hey, look, speaking of which, you can see the screen tinting slightly because it is slowly getting darker. It's kind of weird talking without music, but since the game has that white noise playing in the background, like to make it sound like you're outside and you can hear like birds or just the wind, it's really nice because I mean I can get down with this. Like usually it's really hard for me to commentate when I can hear my voice because I think it's weird, but like just this little noise makes it seem like I'm not crazy. That makes no sense. I don't know where I'm getting with that, but yeah, I don't really mind not cutting. I was going to cut and just wait, but it's almost nighttime. Plus, I feel like we've accomplished everything we need to accomplish, so if people really want to tune out, they could already. I don't know. For me, at least, when it comes to Let's Playing, commentating is, like, the funnest part for me. So, like, I can literally sit here and just talk to you guys without playing the game, and I'd still enjoy it. And I'm sure you guys know that, especially when I play games that don't have a lot of... a lot of like just gameplay elements in it that require you to play. And what I mean by that is Hyrule Warriors. Like you just kind of run from point A to point B. That's it. You know, the game is really dull in that sense, but it's still fun to commentate, I guess, because it just, you know, I just enjoy talking, I guess. Enjoy talking a little too much maybe, but you know, as long as you guys are here to listen, who cares, right? That's how I see it. Okay, so is it even coming? Come on, man. Postal, where are you, bruh? She should have, I mean, yeah, he should appear literally right here. The reason why I say that is because the game is mirrored, and I'm pretty sure it's literally going to pop out somewhere. I will wait for it patiently. I don't want to cut though, because it's literally already nighttime. By cut, I mean like literally just skip a bit. Oh, okay, there we go. And it finally appeared. Ha! And well, another Poe for the soul. Nice. Alright, what does that make it? 50 pose? 51? 50? 51, yes. Second guess was right. So 51 pose. That, wow, we are really coming to wraps when it comes to the collectibles within this game. Like, we are almost done with all of the collectibles, which I'm really excited for. It's crazy how fast we're getting by. But at the same time, kind of upsetting because I enjoy this game a little too much. But alright, let's go ahead and open up the door to the Temple of Time and enter it once more. I just noticed those weird pixels around Link where the game... Wow, it's an actual graphical glitch. Huh. It's kind of weird. And I believe it showed that the first time we entered the room as well, where you can see like small pixels around Link that aren't black and white. And I'm not sure why that's a thing, but yeah. So now if we ever hear those weird jingles from golden bugs, we can just ignore them. Or if we ever see golden bugs, don't even have to worry if you got them or not. Actually, let me quickly look at this, by the way. Huh. I have no idea what this says. You know what? If you know Hylian, please decipher this text. Just, you know what? Just the first row. Because I'm not doing that. Because I'm pretty sure Hylian, like, there is a language to it, right? Or unless it's actual gibberish and it's just a bunch of letters. I'm starting to think not to, because they're referencing all of the Hylian letters with actual letters we have. But then again, how does that work? Is it based off of the English language with all the letters, or what? Because, I don't know. To me, that's overall confusing. But yeah, we went ahead and put our sword into the pedestal. And the Oku runs up. I guess that makes sense because they didn't have access to this time. We're the ones who opened it, and the game wants you to find the Oku. I mean, like, yeah, because that is what I'd question. I'd be like, oh, what's the logic behind this? How's there an Oku in here when Link's the one who opened it up? That makes no sense. That's what I'm really going to question, not the other logic that's within this game. A lot of this game doesn't make sense, but you know what? Nintendo went out of their way to show you the Oku running in so you don't question that one question. Cool. Not the fact that a bridge of light just appeared out of nowhere from stabbing a sword into a pedestal. No, that's normal, you know. Okay, I don't know what this tangent is going on into, but I guess I'll call it an episode here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Twilight Princess. The temple has opened up. I love how the stained glass just disappears like that. This area is so amazing, and just seeing it in HD is really exciting. I don't know, I just can't help but just constantly stare at it. Okay, anyways, once again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one when we take on the Temple of Time.